How did Miss India Goa 2017 happen?
First time in the history of Miss India, they announced that they're going to have 30 state winners. It has changed me as a person. Now I'm taking a shift to being a coach, a teacher. Auditions finishing school is not just for pageants. A little Susegad life is important. Goa is this one place that now everyone wants to come. They chose to do the unveiling of the news from Goa.
Well, hello and welcome to a very special episode of Goa Connect. Now, before I begin the show, let me give you a disclaimer. If you think that this studio is lit too much today, it's not because of the lights, but it is because of the charm that the person here sitting with me, the guest for today's show. She is anchor, presenter, actress, model, blogger, beauty pageant winner, vlogger, online guru by profession, more importantly, founder and director of Audicious Entertainment LLP, and also founder of Audicious Finishing School. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, it's my indeed pleasure to welcome Audrey Dsilva. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you so much. It feels great.
I hope I was kind with the words just to
Yes,
begin with, so that we
very
could start the ball rolling. Now, many of you might know, many of you might not know. My guest has great Goan roots here. She belongs to Varka, but then again did her entire career, more importantly, outside Goa.
Yes.
Femina Miss India Goa
Yes.
2017 winner. I hope I've said that correctly.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
So Audrey, tell me, just to begin with,
Yeah.
how was it growing up? Today everybody sees you as the glamorous face of Goa, and more importantly, the kind of work that you've been doing.
Correct.
I want to ask how this humble beginning started.
Wow. Now, this goes a long way because as growing up as a kid, when I was 4-year-old, I saw Aishwarya Rai's pageant, which was, she had won in 1993. And I was born in 1993. So
Let me not calculate the age. Carry on.
now I think everyone just did. So when I was 4, I remember I saw the pageant and I told my parents that, Mama, I want to wear this. It looks so nice. I want to wear that crown. So as a child, that was the first thing I said. And then growing up, I was always, I was very good with extracurricular activities. And I always liked dancing. I always liked doing things that were that was not very good with academics, but
That's fine.
But I personally loved doing everything like fashion shows as a kid. Then I was a professional trained dancer. So all of this happened growing up itself, and I never left that dream. I always wanted to get into the glamour world. I didn't know how as a child to do that or how everything's going to be. I remember my mom had auditioned me for a Marathi TV serial back then. And I did act in one. And that's how I think as a child, that was my career as getting into acting. But I didn't pursue acting much because I always thought I could, I could get into being an anchor better. And my dad, like I said, he's also a journalist and mom was a reporter. So they had their own local news channel. And I used to go to their office after school and college, and I used to watch the anchor. The news anchor speak, and I got really inspired by the way she used to speak, and I think that was the time when I started learning a lot of things. And I still remember the first time when I went on stage. That was when I had gone for a function, a friend's function, and the anchor had ditched.
Oh.
So he said, Audrey,
So you were the last minute
yeah,
replacement.
he's like, you know how to speak in English, please go. I'm like, what do you mean? Everyone knows how to speak in English. He's like, no, but you can handle something, go. And I remember that was a very bad show I did, but I tried. And I think that was the kick for my career. So I never left the dream, basically. I always followed it and I always worked towards it.
But you consciously decided that acting is not where you want to head, right?
Yes.
With the thoughts that you shared, but more into presenting,
Yes.
maybe anchoring per se,
Yes.
is where you headed. Again, how did Miss India Goa 2017 happen? It's quite a curiosity.
So 2010 is when I started training for Miss India. And I started training for pageants. I remember I was doing all of it. My dad and mom, they've helped me. I mean, they've been a blessing. I told you how close I am. You saw that. So they've been a blessing to me because my dad used to train me for communication and question answers, and my mom used to take care of my diet. So 2010, I started training. And see, when you're going for pageant, there's a lot of things that you need to put. It's not just glamour or look good
Correct.
all the time. It is a lot of hard work. Like one needs to actually be in the shoe to understand the pain that we go through when you're getting ready. You have to study too. You have to read. You have to be well equipped with all the knowledge. And apart from that, you also need to look your best. So after that, after 2010, I started doing a lot of local pageants, and I started winning some titles. I won runner-up in 2013. I remember I won a runner-up for a pageant. Then I had done some reality shows. So I kept winning a lot of
Correct.
pageants and a lot of shows. And I think that motivated me when I finally decided in 2017 when Miss India announced that they're doing, in the first time in the history of Miss India, they had announced that they're going to have 30 state winners. And that was the time I decided this is the year when I want to go, because it's going to be my first opportunity to represent Goa. And I always subconsciously wanted to do something with Goa and in Goa. And I think this was the best opportunity. So I put in all the effort that I had trained for 7 years. And yeah, I just went and I won.
What you're speaking is a nice take. We always look at the exams, academics per se, or maybe UPSC exams, or
Yeah.
EIS. We say it can't happen overnight.
Yes.
There is a process which starts long time back,
Yes.
but more importantly, a year of focus is required.
Yes.
Sometimes we take glamour, modeling, acting as a granted thing, because
Yes.
if you see, you need to invest a lot of time, effort, and it can't start overnight. There are successes, no doubt about it, but then again, it's a process that everybody has to go through, and I think it's as painful and difficult as it is maybe answering an academic exam, or
Exactly.
any tried and tested profession that we are into.
Exactly, because you imagine when you're going and writing. See, everything I think is difficult in life, but I personally believe that everything has a solution. Every problem has a solution, and I really think that training makes a man perfect.
And a
So
woman as well.
and exactly, and I think most of us believe that, but consistency is very
is
important, and discipline is very important. Because if you're not disciplined, if you're someone who's just left everything that, okay, fine, I'm beautiful, I'll go and do this, it's not that. Because I remember during the finale of Miss India, I still remember when Karan Johar and Ritesh Deshmukh were coming and asking me the question. My mouth was dehydrated. I remember, because the audience, you had more than 1,000 people watching you. The lights are on you. The pressure. You're wearing a Manish
Life and
Malhotra,
death.
and you are with that heavy lehenga, and you're very, because obviously in pageants you really train to also be in a certain body type. And with all of that, heels for hours, standing on that stage with all that pressure, you still had to perform. Like, you had to speak out there. So that confidence comes with a lot of training and the knowledge that you're going to speak. Because imagine speaking to Karan Johar out there and Ritesh Deshmukh. These are people who've
Very
been in
true.
the industry.
Very long
People
time.
love them, and you're speaking to them. So the kind of confidence and knowledge that you need to have, so that you don't look like you are not well read, or you're not educated about this thing. You need to really put in a lot of effort. So yes, like you rightly said, that it goes with a lot of it's just like academics.
Agreed. Again, many a times we say, pageants like Femina, Miss India, Goa, per se, it gives you an opportunity to, transform yourself. The
Yes.
moment you are, in that top 10 or top 5 in that pageant, for example, winner is obviously, there is one winner, but then again also, it transforms a lot of lives of other
Yes,
people as
yes,
well.
yes.
You are one such case study for me. And more importantly, I would like to ask you is, how has this pageant, more importantly, transformed you as an individual to a brand per se?
Wow. Okay. So now that I've started my own academy, I have my own talent house, and I also have 2 international franchisees that I've taken for beauty pageants. Uh, it didn't just come overnight again. I still remember when I was sitting with the team of Miss India, and I told them that I feel so good. This was after the finale. I told them I feel so good about myself, and they're like, Audrey, this is what pageants do to you. You are, after that pageant, you're so confident because you've now seen and proved yourself
Correct.
on that platform, where now you know that whatever you do from here is you have to really work hard towards it, and you will try to achieve that. And that's what I did. When they asked me also that, do you want to get into movies, or because they also have a talent house, so they obviously get their talents to do movies or ads or whatever. I said, no, I think I'm good with what I'm doing. I genuinely wanted to do something for people. And I'm telling you, pageants and this industry I've been very grateful to be a part of this, because it has changed me as a person. I'm more
Very true.
confident. I'm more out there. And today, if I'm doing something for people, I give it all to this industry. I'll be very honest.
Also, with respect to your career, you have 2 of your entities now. You are into training, grooming
Yes.
part as well. I want to ask you is how has been that experience, and what is the category rather, or a sector that you kind of work with?
Okay. So, so when I started, the shift of being an artist to now being an entrepreneur wasn't easy. And I didn't know where to start from. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I just started. I remember that my agency that used to manage me, they put this idea in me that, Audrey, you do so much makeup and you are always, you're properly dressed and you know how to speak, your etiquettes are right, then why don't you train people? I remember 2018 when we had this conversation. From 2018 to 2019, it took me a year to figure out,
To convince
understand.
yourself, or just to go ahead?
This is what
Which was difficult, convincing yourself, or getting into that unknown?
I think so. This is so. This is what I like about myself, that I get easily convinced with ideas.
Yeah.
And I love experimenting. Like, why not? You'll just fail, right?
Very true.
And you learn something out
Yeah.
of it. So I think I was convinced, but I didn't know how to put this together, because I didn't know how to make course like the entire course. I didn't know how to speak to people, because until now I was someone who used to entertain people. Now I'm taking a shift to being a coach, a teacher.
True.
So it wasn't easy, I'll be very honest. But 2019, when I launched this, my agency just told me that we won't wish you congratulations, but we'll only tell you all the best, because from here your journey starts. And then I started, and COVID happened. So COVID was the time where I just told God, I'm like, God, I've just started something. What do I do? But you have no idea, COVID made this possible today. If I'm sitting here and we're talking about my academy, is because during COVID, I trained more than 600 people online with grooming etiquette, men, women, corporate, pageants, aviation. So Audicious Finishing School is not just for pageants, but it is also for corporate people. It's for
that's nice.
everyone. So so yeah, I think COVID was something that pushed it, and I love training people. I'm enjoying it.
One simple question. You have done so many things in life. Okay, I understand that the principle happens to be you should not regret of not doing or not trying.
Yes, yes.
Where is Audrey heading, by the way? Which is your next venture?
So, okay, so now we've spoken about pageants, we've spoken about the modeling, the acting career, the little bits here and there that I've done. From all of that, now we come to the next thing, is that I've taken 2 international franchisees of Mrs. Because, like I said, I'm so sorry, in the previous question I didn't mention this. You asked me what are the kind of audiences, like not
Correct,
the audience,
yeah.
but what are you
Yeah.
venturing into? So I started training a lot of Mrs. candidates, and I started training the Mrs. Worlds, and I started training all these married women, married categories or MS categories. And I realized that it is so difficult for them. It is so difficult because for someone who's not married and young, you still have so much to explore. But imagine when you're married, you have kids, you have work, you have responsibilities. I've trained Air Force captains, I've trained wing commanders, then again the same thing. Then I've trained gynacs and all these kind of women engineers.
Across professions.
Yes, and I'm telling you, I loved that category so much. So, so that's when I decided I'll take up with two international franchisees. And I took the Mrs. Grand International and I took the Mrs. Supranational World. And we did the first season, but because I got the franchisee very late, I had very less time to do an event and train someone. Because whenever someone's going international, you have to train them right.
Correct.
Everything needs to be perfect. And I'm a perfectionist. I can't just like not do everything right and then send someone just for the sake of it. So I said, okay, I'll handpick someone and I'll send. So we won the crown last year. We won the ambassador crown for India, the first crown. This year, my new venture is the beauty pageant of Mrs. Grand International and Supranational World to host that.
And before we move to the detail part of it, I think it has Goa connection as well.
Yes.
If you can just spill the bean little, because there's a little time, we can kind of have a thought process and kind of start the excitement towards this event.
Okay, so I'm spilling the beans now. We are me, y'all, Goa. This is the news that the pageant finale, we're planning to do it in Goa.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And I'm very, very, very excited about it because the kind of support I've got from Goa is incredible. And I am absolutely excited to do it here because I think Goans are amazing. Yeah.
But what should Goa anticipate from this? Tease us more.
Okay, there's going to be a lot of things. It's I won't open up everything.
Okay.
I want you all to wait for it and come attend this event. But there's going to be a lot of glamour, a lot of entertainment, a lot of training, a lot of tourism, culture, everything involved together in this pageant. So it's going to be something that that involves everything that is related to the fashion industry, the best outfits, the best designers, the best people from the industry, and everything's going to be really nice. I think
One thing I have to agree, you are a smart entrepreneur. You wouldn't spill entire bean. You have kept a lot of things to you. I think as time progresses, as we move forward,
get to know about
we'll definitely get to know and keep that excitement towards
Yes.
us. We spoke about this event, collaboration, Goa as a brand, people per se, the kind of vibe that we have.
Correct.
You know, it's way different than the entire entire country that we have. Goa is very special to a lot of people in n number of respects.
Yes.
Very specific to Goa turning into this lifestyle brand because a lot of people are enjoy. We used to call it Susegad. Susegad is n number of meanings. But then again, I see a lot of people today have shifted to Goa to enjoy this slow or Susegad comfortable life.
Yes.
We have financial entrepreneurs here. We have media guys here. We have artists here. We have some of the fantastic, great names
Yeah.
who have made Goa as their home and
Yes.
are working from Goa.
Yes.
Obviously, the closeness to Mumbai is an advantage. But then
Yes.
again, how do you see Goa transforming into this lifestyle brand that that we see now?
So, so like you said, a lot of people are coming to Goa, and I have a lot of friends who moved to Goa, who are from the industry, who are choreographers and who are actors and celebrities from the industry who've come here and now are settled. So, like you said, number one, the advantage is that it's very close to Bombay, so you can travel back and forth. I think it's easier that way because Mumbai traffic takes you a long time to
Correct.
reach anywhere. I usually spend I think half of my day with traveling in the traffic. So that is one advantage. Another thing is I think as a creative person, because we are not people who work we are not people who do a corporate job from say about 10 to 5 or whatever. We are people who have odd hours of working. And if we are not creative, then we can't move forward. We have to think something new all the time.
Very true.
And the competition is so much. I think competition is in every career, but in our industry, the competition is so much that you have to be out there and show yourself. And I think Goa has it all, and I'll tell you why. Because even I'm planning to move to Goa.
Great news.
So I'll tell you why, from my perspective, that one, I honestly feel that yes, a little susegad life is important as well, because you need to relax yourself after working so hard. So I think that is something that Goa gets to you, where there's nature, there's that slow paced life that makes you feel so nice. I'm telling you, for the past 2 days that I'm here in Goa, all I did was I after meeting you all, I gave myself some time. I read a book. I sat, watched everything. I was enjoying this whole thing.
Found time for yourself.
Oh yes, you don't get that in Mumbai. Believe me. Another thing is that. Again, talking about entertainment and parties, Goa is known for its parties and vacation and destination. So I think after a great week of working, being productive, doing all your me time things and working as well, you have the weekend to yourself, where you can go enjoy party, you can go out with friends, sit together, discuss certain things together. There are beautiful conversations that happen. So I think Goa is this one place that now everyone wants to come, because Goa has everything. It is beautiful. It has the nature. It has the party. It has fantastic people. I really love Goa. I'm saying this again and again because you guys made me feel special. So it has good. And also talking about, I think fashion industries, that's something that's lacking here. But let's not avoid and forget all those things like Wendell Rodriguez did, like Valusha D'Souza, and you have so many Remo,
names that we have.
you have Gail Nicole D'Silva. You have so many people who are in Goa doing so much. And believe me when I speak to them, or when we all, whenever we meet for such events. So we always thought about how do we promote this, but unfortunately that part is something that's missing. And I think that is why I'm here, to get the fashion industry open.
I completely agree to what you've been saying. You have, in our field, you have to consistently innovate.
Exactly.
You are always on your toes. It's wee hours that we work. There is no proper shift per se. But then again, also very important is we are known by the last job that we did. The last gig or the last act, whether it is an artist, whether it is a model, actor, you remember him for the last job that he's done. So I think it's a challenge that I think we all are meant to embrace, and that's what keeps us on the toes. You spoke nicely about Goa, and it's a fantastic view that you have. And everybody wants to come to Goa, and I believe Miss World pageant is also coming to Goa. How do you see this particular aspect shaping up?
Oh wow! I when I saw the picture up on Instagram, and I was so happy because I'm telling you, pageant just makes me happy in general. But when I heard that it's happening in India. After so long, because once India tried hosting it and it didn't work out because of the rounds, you have bikini rounds or whatever. Back then it didn't work out that way. But now Miss World doesn't have a bikini round. So I'm very excited. The first post that I saw, I was so happy. I immediately messaged the team that I was associated with. I said, wow, this is happening in Goa. Please tell me where is it happening. So I'm very excited that they chose to do the unveiling of the news from Goa. I felt proud. I felt happy. And I'm telling you, I think if it happens here, Goa is going to be different then. India in terms of hosting pageants. And I think people need to now start accepting pageants in that way, because we've seen that cricket is given a lot of like sports, for example, cricket. Then you have football. All these sports have been given a
Have
lot
been
of importance.
transformed now.
Exactly, and and that comes only after winning. And now, I think maybe people started giving more of importance when India started winning World Cups.
Correct.
And now even football is being acclaimed pretty well. So pageants also have been doing really well. We've won the Miss World, we've won the Miss Universe, we've
Yeah.
won the Mrs. World. And now I think it's time when India starts getting to know this, and which other better place than Goa, because Goa has everything here. It has mountains, it has beaches, it has greenery, it has sports, it has entertainment, it has a good lifestyle, it has the best restaurants, everything here. So I think Goa is the best
It
place.
is now time to celebrate fashion as well.
Yes.
Before we end the show, your advice to all the young girls that you know are watching, or even handsome men who are watching, who have been inspired by this talk and would like to take fashion glam as a career.
Correct.
I know there is a lot of hard work, struggle as well. But what would be your advice to all these people?
See, my only advice to all these people is that you have to believe in what you're doing, and your dreams can definitely turn into reality if you really manifest and work towards it. And when I say manifest, you just don't have to sit home and manifest. You have to really work on what you want. And it does have a lot of challenges. It does have a lot of struggles. But my darlings, please don't worry about it, because life will throw all this towards you. So go forward, go forward, work on your dreams, and believe me, this industry has a lot to offer in the right way. So just focus, stay disciplined, and just be consistent with it. Don't give up so easy. And days when you feel low, it's okay to feel low. It's okay to be to feel like nothing's working on your favor, or to feel that I just want to leave everything and just like rest and not talk to anyone. It is okay. You need that time, but don't give up so easily.
Alright, it was fantastic, chatting with you, and it was an amazing insight for me as well, hosting this show. My question post this program ends would be from anchor, presenter, actress, model, blogger, beauty pageant winner, vlogger. You do a lot of things. What requires is also time management.
Yes.
Now, this is something that I'm not going to discuss on this show. This will be discussed post we complete this shoot. Until we meet next time, Audrey, it was fantastic to have you, host you here. It was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you
best
so much.
wishes to your career, more importantly, and the project that you're working.
Yes, we're going to host
which
the
will
pageant
happen
Goa.
in the next couple of months.
Yes.
Best of luck, my best wishes. And Audrey will be on our show again, discussing time management and all the other things associated with it. Pleasure it was.
Definitely. Thank you.
You guys
Thank you
keep
for
watching Prudent. It was an interview that was that amazed me, more importantly, and gave me a lot of insight. Keep watching Prudent.